Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Welcome back. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real, and I decided to do a twofer for today since I'm catching up for lost time. Now, this particular song is called Pee-wee's Dance by Joeski Love. Now, Joeski's original name, I believe, is Joseph Roper Jr. There's not a lot that I can find out about this guy, and this is almost the epitome of a one-hit wonder of the hip-hop kind. Now, in searching about this online, I checked who sampled, and Pee-wee's Dance has been sampled 211 times. Now, that's a lot, considering it was just one song that came out in 1986 is when Pee-wee's Dance came out. Now, I'm going to show you the video because there's actually a video. I don't think it's a high quality version of the video, but there was a lot that went into the video. It actually got one of the stars from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the guy that played Francis in the movie. He was actually in the video. But there is a cameo, or I wouldn't necessarily say cameo. There is a person in the video who I didn't even realize until like a year ago that this person was in the video, because back in the day in 1986 you could see the video and then you would have to wait until it showed up on BET or something like that later on. It wasn't like you have it now where I can just go to YouTube, find the video and play it. So it wasn't until upon replaying about a year ago that I noticed that there was a guy in a red jacket and a red hat throughout the video, and it's Ice-T. And I was like, what is Ice-T doing in this song? Well, Ice-T was around a lot. I think Ice-T is considered like one of the first rappers that actually was in movies, because he's actually in the movie Breakin' 1 and Breakin' 2. And so, but at that time, you heard him on the mic and you heard him in the background, but Ice-T was on nobody's radar except probably his family and his friends. He was wearing like a lot of studded stuff and things like that. But Ice-T pops up in this Pee-wee's Dance, and by this time Ice-T was becoming on his own, basically getting into the gangster rap. So I also do have a 6 degrees of separation when it comes to Pee Wee Herman. So back in 2000, and I think it was about 16, maybe 17, I went to my ex-girlfriend's high school reunion. She went to Pickerington, and somebody showed up to her high school reunion. Her name was Lindsay Hollister. Now, Lindsay Hollister had been in a lot of TV shows like Law and Order and Special Victims Unit, or Law and Order, and a lot of other TV shows. And she was in the movie Get Smart with Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway. She was the big girl who was dancing with Steve Carell. Well, I had been a low-key fan of hers, and she actually showed up at the high school reunion because she went to school here in Pickerington, Ohio. And so I got to have a picture taken with her, which should be probably right about here in a minute. And so fast forward to a couple of years later, I believe it was like 17 or 18, and on Netflix, Pee Wee Herman came out with another movie called Pee-wee's Big Holiday, and she happened to be in the movie Pee-wee's Big Holiday. And I think I'll have another picture here, and you'll see her sitting right next to Paul Rubens Rubens or Pee Wee Herman. So I have like a little 6 degrees of separation, not only to Pee Wee Herman or Pee Wee's Big Adventure or any one of the Pee Wee movies you want to associate with. Oddly enough, in the music video, even though it shows Pee Wee Herman and it references Pee Wee's dance, the song is not in the movie at all. It's not in the movie. I believe it came out after the movie. But again, it was a very popular song back in the day. So, without further ado, here is Pee Wee's Dance.
Here we go.
Very interesting. Now, what's next?
Get busy, y'all. Busy, y'all.
Friend Mr. Joeski. You think I tear you away from your radio long enough to
That's Francis from the movie.
Check it out, party people, 'cause this party is burning. For a new dance, I know you've been yearning. Yearning for all you people concerning. A brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman. Just move your hands into the front, and if you can't hear the music, say, huh? What? As you're doing this dance, you might hurt your back, but just look at the crowd. Say, I meant to do that. It's the Pee Wee Herman new dance sensation. Just go with the flow, 'cause the people are naked. So come on, everybody, rock with Joeski and the T. New dance called the Pee Wee. It's funky fresh, so don't re-wiggle. So get on the floor and get off your bicycle. If you don't know how to do it, you better start learning this brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman. Now, everyone just listen to me at the new dance called the Pee Wee. You jump around, act like a fool. Some think it's kinda dumb, but I think it's cool. And when you start acting foolish, you got it right. So let's do the Pee Wee Herman while I rock the mic. The dance is hot. In other words, it's burning. So let's do the dance called the Pee Wee Herman.
So what makes it the Pee Wee Herman is that in the movie, Pee Wee dances to the song Tequila in a bar. So that's all they use as a sample to make this the Pee Wee's Dance.
Check it out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Now kick that beat, that beat.
And there's Ice-T.
They'll be doing the Pee Wee every jam you enter. The journey along the Pee Wee Herman's great adventure. It's not hard, it's easy, you see. Just act like Pee Wee Herman, very stupidly. Some think it's dumb, some say it's cute. Throw on a bow tie, a tight plaid suit. Your high water pants and your 5-inch heels, and now you look like Pee Wee Herman. How do you feel? You might have the urge to talk to your food while you're on the dance floor doing Pee Wee's groove. So listen to me and do what you're told, and don't forget to act like you're 5 years old. Like Pee Wee Herman, act like a jerk and get on the dance floor. Let your body work. So y'all work as a DJ, keep the turntables turning.
Now that you've seen Ice-T, you can never unsee him from this video.
Y'all going out to the DJ Cool Chris, wherever you are, shocking it on in the park center. You know what I'm saying? Columbus High School out there doing the Pee Wee's dance. My cousin Louie Lou be Pee Weeing out there in the rooftop, you know what I'm saying? Word up to my partner JB Money, Entertainment Records, rocking it on. To the girl Karen from the uptown side, you know what I'm saying? To the girl Naja. To my little sister Laura Shanice that be doing the Pee Wee on the downtown scene, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha, ha ha. To the East Freaks, the masters of the Pee Wee dance. Cool man Chuck, chill out wherever he at. Little East Freaks be rocking on. To the homeboys from Cedar Hallway, Easy and Born Free.
And so that's the Pee Wee's Dance. And again, very popular song. I'm sure other people have done this as a reaction video, but nobody has the 6 degrees of separation that I might have to either this song or Pee Wee Herman or any of that. But it was a fun song. I've never forgotten about it. It's actually something that I will bump in the car at any given chance as I'm driving down the street on a hot summer's day, just to kind of still relive the times of my youth. Because in my youth I didn't have a car to be bumping music to, and now I do. So, there's that. So that's the Pee Wee's Dance. That's Joeski Love, and that is my review of the song. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Keep coming back to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't just stop by and, I don't mind you liking it, but I'd like to hear some feedback. Say something, how you feel about the song, where you were when the song came out. I'm sure there are people that are looking at this that are around my age. So what was your impression of the song when it came out? Okay? Until next time, peace.